What's going on, Capricorn? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having an amazing week so far. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really does mean a lot to me, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey. Now, the theme of this week's monthly spread is going to be self-growth, Cap, and all the ways that you can embody the best qualities of your future self. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Gems. Feeling lovely. Just good energy all around here there, Capricorn. So Capricorn, with this spread, I'm going to be going until Higher Self says stop. We're just going with the flow here. And just so you all know, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And then lastly, the decks that I'm using. This one here is the Astro Matrix Tarot deck, and the other one that I'm working with is the Anatomy of a Witch Oracle deck. And I'll include links for these decks and other decks that I like using down in the description box as well, so definitely check that out if you're interested, Capricorn. But look at you, strong, proud, confident. You got the strength. Well, you got a number of cards here. And in considering the energy that's going down here, Capricorn, now I've been making it more of a point since doing all the others, the later signs. Your ruler, Your ruler he's woken up. He's making a shift. Saturn's going to be moving into Pisces, starting depending on when you're watching this. They'll be moving into Pisces on the 7th of this month. And with Saturn into Pisces, Saturn only makes a shift through every sign, like about every 3 years. So this is going to be a major shift for us there, Capricorn. And then on top of that, on the 23rd, Pluto's going to be moving into Aquarius. Aquarius card. And it's just going to be a lot. This is going to be a big month of just like major endings and beginnings as well. Because with every end of a cycle, there's some newness that's coming down here, Capricorn. And I feel like that this during this period of time, and really just during the duration of your journey, but especially during this period of time, this is going to ask all of us really to call upon our strength, but probably considering that this is your ruler, this might affect you like might feel the energies a little more potently. So it's just something to be mindful of, because what Saturn is trying to do, Saturn can come across as a bit of a hard ass sometimes. And with your sign, Saturn is the planet of like restrictions and limitations. And I feel like in order for us to grow, there are things that, Saturn's going to, it may seem like he's bullying us at the moment, but he really is trying to help us grow. And when we put in that work, Capricorn, Saturn rewards us generously. And I feel like for your sign as well, this is going to be something where it's going to be evaluating some things, what is no longer serving us a purpose during this time, Capricorn. This is going to be one where if there are things that are lowering our vibrations, like let's say, for example, I'm thinking about all these cups. The example that I've been talking about is drinking. Let's say that we've been partying for a while. This has been our jam, but we notice that like it's affecting our bodies differently, and it's just not seemed to quite be resonating with us. It's one of those things that we can think about maybe making some adjustments, maybe cutting back, or maybe possibly even cutting out altogether. Or we can try to drag this thing along with us into this lesson. But I'll tell you you what, you're with your ruler more than the rest of us. The only other person who's, you know, Saturn rules over Aquarius as well. So they might be able to understand what you're going through, but you know, if you try to drag this along while Saturn's trying to teach you a lesson, it's going to be tough, Capricorn. You know, this is stuff that we really want to make sure that we're working with the energies. And something too, to not compare our growth to others. You know, there's going to be this is going to affect all of us very differently, Capricorn, you know, and it's not meant to be where, you know, using people as like markers for your growth. You know, this is going to be very unique to you and what's going down here. I'll tell you what, when I'm recording this, like maybe a day, I'm recording this on the 2nd, and of yesterday, I'm already, you know, I'm the water sign, you know, I'm feeling the energy. My son's in Cancer, opposite of yours, and I'll tell you what, I was in it for like a minute. Like there was just, the energies are shifting, and like it was very poignant, the emotions that I was feeling. So this may be a time for you that you may be noticing some stuff like that too, Capricorn. And you know, maybe others are handling a little more. You may think that they're handling it more gracefully than you are, but just because you're seeing, you know, they may have it put together in front of you, Capricorn, or you may even be watching like social media or going on like YouTube or things like that. It's like, gosh, how's everyone else keeping it together? But I seem to be struggling. Capricorn, everybody's struggling. It's just facts. And it just looks differently on everyone. But the thing is, this is not going to be permanent. This is just a transition period. You know, this is going to take some time to adjust while the energies are settling. But Capricorn, this is going to be really important, you know, to check in to see what are some things that are holding us back, you know, that are hindering that growth, because that's where Saturn wants us to correct. Because I feel like with Saturn and Pisces is a very kind of dreamy energy. And with Saturn coming into there, I feel like it's going to like kind of pull our heads out of the clouds, you know, and it's going to get us to where we're going to operate more kind of realistically there. And that's not to say that the creativity is going away, but I feel like Saturn's just going to provide a more kind of like practical approach. I feel like with this energy here. And so, and if anything, that's perfect for you, because you're such a practical sign, Capricorn, you know. But yeah, make sure that we're keeping eyes on this, on the things that are holding us back here. And this doesn't even necessarily have to be just like, you know, vices or anything like that. You know, if we've noticed that if we've been thinking that we want to make more time for moving the body, getting outside more, you know, checking in to see, this is a good period to do like a mind, body, spirit type of connection here, these next few, honestly, this next month. And we should have that be like a regular practice, but, you know, within this month, Capricorn, really make sure we're checking in with ourselves and seeing how we're going through and we're adapting with these energies here. But it can be more than just like, you know, than just like the vices, like I was saying. This could be, you know, working the body. This could even be with these cups that popping up with the swords. Or with the sword, I'm thinking even too, you know, what are the things that we tell ourselves as well? Or is there any sort of like, have we been operating from like a negative standpoint from a while? And are there some like can we start working in like some affirmations maybe, or some things to kind of get us to operate more from a more kind of like positive standpoint? And when I'm talking about with energies like that, Capricorn, you know, thinking about positivity, it's not that I'm saying that, you know, it's reducing, it's not taking away from the suck of your situation. But I find that when we operate from a more positive standpoint, and like, you know, when we find ourselves kind of spiraling, telling ourselves like the affirmations, or maybe finding other ways to express ourselves when these emotions kind of come up here, I really just feel like it's going to help the healing process more than if we just sort of if we stay stuck in it. Because I'm a fan of, you got to feel it to heal it, but we don't want to get caught up in it. You know what I mean? We don't want it to be where it's like running our lives and then we're operating from a hurt place, because then that's just going to make this whole transit, this journey really just a lot. And it's going to expend a lot is going to use up more energy than I feel like that is really necessary when we're operating from those places as well, Capricorn. So just something to keep in mind of, mind with, okay? Because I believe me, what Saturn might be asking for, as far as like the things we can let go, Capricorn, I get it. I get it. I can see where it can get us feeling some kind of way, but it really is, there's lessons that are coming here, and this really is for the betterment of us here. And because now we got the Lovers here, Capricorn, and the Nine of Cups. And this is kind of where I was talking about. This is going to be a good time if we've been feeling areas of maybe like lack, or if we want more from life, if we feel like that has just been, how do I want to put this? If we feel like that if we're not pleased with where we're at on our journey so far, we feel like we're not feeling fulfilled or anything like that, I feel like this is a good time too to connect with yourself. Find out what it is that would fulfill you, because the Lovers for me is like your higher self winking at you. And then in higher self, God, Buddha, Jesus, future self, whatever, there's a connection that's trying to get made here, to get that masculine and that divine energy on the same page here. Because when we're in alignment, Capricorn, then we hear the message from higher self, or whatever, and that helps us when we trust that, when we make that connection, and that comes from trusting that instinct, listening to that inner guidance from us, when we that gut feeling. If there's something that's leading you towards like filling your cups, let's say if we've been wanting to make more time to, like, I don't know, maybe for reading, or for gardening, or for fun, really. I was just telling Cancer this. If the only way, if we want these energies, we need to be in these energies and start doing things that, like, if we want to, let's say for example, if we've been feeling kind of down and we want to start doing things to feel better, start finding things that make us feel better, Capricorn. And I know that's may sound like I'm oversimplifying it, but I don't even mean doing something big. This can be something where if you are like a fan, like let's say for like writing, that could be something taking like maybe 5-10 minutes out of the day, just doing a little bit of something for yourself. Nine of Cups to me says treat yourself. If you want that nice nice coat, treat yourself. And it's okay to do, like, I feel like guilt free too. Don't make it to where it's like oh well, I splurged on this. No, you treated yourself. You invested in yourself. You invested in your happiness. Whatever it is that makes you, that's going to raise your vibration and helps you feel like the best version of yourself. Doing those things, being in that energy, making that connection, finding that. Because once we do make that connection, Capricorn, man, you're going to be swimming in it. Jupiter and Pisces, follow your dreams. If you follow your dreams and do the creative work here, because Jupiter rules Pisces, that's one of Pisces' rulers. And Jupiter is the planet of expansion. It's like the exact opposite of Saturn, where Saturn is like, like you're grounded and think about what you've done. Jupiter's just like, have everything, take it all, abundance for you. And I find that it can be just like that, Capricorn. It can be abundance for you, but this is something where you're going to need to create this, and manifest this, if we've been wanting to do, and this can be something too. However this, I'm trying to think of some other ways. Like, if there just been some areas where we feel like that we've been neglecting, let's just fill up some of these cups here, Capricorn. And I feel like too, that's going to help you get into just a place of just harmony as well, because the Lovers is Gemini's card. And I find that when head and heart are on the same page, where everything is just like lined up inside, wonderful things happen here. Nine of Cups happens, and it doesn't just happen within, it permeates out in our world. But see, we got to work on, we got to make space for Nine of Cups. That's something to think about too. If your cups are filled with other things, lessons that we're still dragging along with us, empty some of these cups here. Get the lessons from this stuff, Capricorn, and let's keep it moving. More. And I hope this is making sense, because this is going to be a time for you, Capricorn. I've been doing a lot of like just kind of reading up on like the earth signs, because earth energy, sometimes it's like I don't have a lot of earth in my chart. The earth placements that I have are more kind of generational type of stuff. Like I have like Capricorn, I have like my north node, and I want to say Neptune and Uranus are all in Capricorn. But I've been thinking about earth energy, and really in particular too, like your sign is one, considering you're the opposite sign of mine. And Saturn is an interesting planet, because and you're an interesting sign, because I feel like it's one of yours is an energy that, where some signs I feel like may get like, it's like explosive, like their growth may seem like it's like happening at a rapid rate. Your energy is one, it's a slow burn. Yours, it grows with time. The more you invest in yourself, the bigger it grows, and it grows and it grows and it grows. And yours is the type, I find that your energy really kind of unlocks with time, because that's another thing. Saturn rules over time. And so I feel like that this is going to be great energy for you to kind of like start fresh here, Capricorn. Just with it being Saturn have just being in Aquarius, there was a lot of craziness going down. But now I feel like this is a good time for growth, for strength. Oh, oh, geez. Hold on, Capricorn. Now I'm making a mess. Okay. No, okay, let's see what else we got cooking up in your world, Capricorn. And Capricorn, just because I'm thinking about Leo, I'm looking at the strength card. Leo energy is very creative energy, but it's also very fun energy as well. So taking some time to do some things, in this Nine of Cups, make some fun time for yourself here. Because look at that. Higher self is just trying to throw you stacks, but it's just we just gotta invest in ourselves and really find some things that are raising our vibrations here. But there's Jupiter. So Capricorn. Oh, I was like, where am I at? Capricorn. With the Wheel of Fortune popping up in reverse. I feel like that maybe some of us, maybe some of us feel like that things are out of control right now. That maybe we don't have, maybe we're thinking about, maybe we're not sure where life is taking us right now. I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, because Jupiter is also, when I'm thinking about expansion, Jupiter is a philosophizing type of energy as well. It's really, really doing some like deep thinking. And I feel like that if we've been feeling like we're not sure what our destiny is, what our driving force is, what's the purpose of it all? What are we doing here? What kind of impact are we meant to have? This is where that soul searching comes in, Capricorn. This is going to be a good month for you to really think about that and really allow yourself this time while this energy is transitioning right now to start piecing that together. Because here's the thing. I almost is just even looking at this. This is just the end of a cycle here. It's just like, where do we want to go? I feel like maybe we may be too focused on the end here, Capricorn, that we should be focusing on the fact that there are new beginnings getting ready to take down here. And when I was talking about how, the energy, that it takes some time, I can get that it's frustrating. It may seem like everyone else has everything figured out around you. And, you might feel like you may be behind the game, but I feel like that's really just because of who your ruler is. And there is a point to that. It's not just meant to, Saturn really is not, those born under Capricorn and Aquarius, these energies aren't meant to bring you down. And I feel like I tell you both this, like, at least when I think about like your potential, I feel like I always talk about that, but it's one of those that I feel like it's like you're wanting it right now. And I get it. If I were in your shoes, I get it too, you know, knowing that there's something even like the fact that we're even thinking about this, you know, that's cooking up, like I get it, Capricorn, but this is going to be something that's the whole point of this journey. You know, if you're at this place where you're feeling lost, if anything, let that be a good sign for you, because that's, to me, shows that there's opportunities. You know, this gives you a chance to explore different realms. See if there are some things that we've been ignoring, you know, that we've been putting off, that higher self has been trying to lean you towards. And then journey into that, you know, see where that leads you, because this really is, this is a new beginning that's getting ready to start here. And there's going to be I really personally feel like there's some good stuff if we work with the energies. Obviously there's some good stuff that's going to happen with this energy shifts really over these next few months. But this is something where we're gonna have to put in the work, Capricorn. And in your sign, yes, it might even feel like a little bit extra work, but it's gonna be totally worth it. And no, Capricorn, I'm thinking with this energy, don't feel like that you have to deal with this by yourself, because we're all going through it. You know, it might look differently on each of us, but this is something where you don't have to, if you're feeling alone in this, you know, if we're feeling like this is like a lot, you know, we have big questions here. This is Venus in Aquarius. Connect with people, you know, as it makes sense, you know, those close to you, and express your feelings. You know, this is, you know, Aquarius energy is good networking energy. And Venus is about, you know, the heart, you know, and what abundance looks like for us. So if we're struggling with that, do not feel afraid to reach out, because that's fine to say. It's totally okay if you go to your friends and you're just like, I'm not sure where I'm going with life. Like what, like where we, like, what are we doing right now? Like, I'm looking for, and it's okay. Cause sometimes even just saying that out loud, it frees up that burden, you know, because now it's out there, you know, we're not holding it in anymore. We've let it out, and now that's happened, it's all uphill from here, Capricorn. More. This is deep. And you know what, Capricorn, and this is so funny. I've been actually thinking about doing something with talking about the crystals, because when I put the crystals on the deck, I really just kind of let like higher self just like what's speaking to you. And the onyx that it showed that higher self picked for you, the onyx is energies to work with Saturn energy. So this may be something too, if we're finding it, if we work with crystals, maybe throwing some onyx into the mix here. And I want to say for Pisces, maybe it's selenite. I'm not sure, just because one of Pisces' rulers is Neptune. And Neptune, I know, is it selenite, celestite? I think it might be celestite. But that's a good energy to work with. That's like Pisces, maybe Neptune energy. But for sure, onyx for working with. If we happen to work with crystals, that might help kind of lessen this, you know, the severity of things a little bit there, Capricorn. Good. Okay. Oh, let's see what else we got here. Okay, well, we got the 6 of Wands, 2 of Wands, Capricorn, and then the Sun in Capricorn. Capricorn, let's see, where do we want to start? Honestly, anywhere, because this is like all these wands are in reverse here. And I feel like that, Capricorn, with the 2 of Wands, this is new opportunities that are getting ready to come your way. But it's just like, are we ready to take that leap, take that step into the newness here? Because we might be like, when we're going into this energy, we might be feeling a little nervous, you know, wondering if we're going to make any mistakes. Like, is this the right call? Like, you know, there may be points of doubt here, Capricorn, but don't let this, because I don't know if you can see, oh, where am I keep going to the other camera. I'm not sure if you can see the snake down here, but you know, I say focus on what we're trying to do, on what we feel like that we want to do in life, as opposed to focusing on just like, oh crap, you know, if we focus on the snake, then that takes away from our performance here. But if we just get into the performance, you know, sometimes we may step on the snake, sometimes we won't. But those times we won't, we'll replicate them again, and we'll get better, and we'll get better, and we'll get better at it. You know, I feel like that this may be an energy where some of us may not feel like we want to just kind of be out. You know, I feel like some of us might be feeling a little secluded as of late, you know, possibly, or just not wanting to maybe be around company here. But Capricorn, I'm with that if this is like something where we're trying to do some introspective work or something along those lines. But if we're just like, if we're wanting help, but we're not sure how to reach out, or we're just not feeling like we've gotten any kind of wins here recently, you know, I feel like put yourself out there as far as like reaching out to people, because the Six of Wands can be, granted, it can be a card of like, you know, fame and fortune, but I'm thinking more of along the lines of like exposure. And if we're going through something right now, if we're really struggling with something, you know, reaching out, you know, making your feelings more, making them known. You know what I mean? Take this from your opposite sign here. It's okay to feel things sometimes, you know? And in Capricorn, to not let anything, you know, like as far as like any sort of stuff that's holding us down, you know, this could be like our thoughts, this could be our there's whatever, you know, any sort of things that are keeping us down. Be mindful of that, you know, protect your energy, save up this energy right here, because you're going to need it for the time to come here, you know, for these next, I mean, you're just going to need it for the journey. So if we're noticing any areas that we're feeling shackled, or that it's just taking up a lot of our time, or it feels like it's just like under our control here, let's take some steps into adjusting that, you know. Any more here? All right. Let's get some oracle cards for you here, Capricorn, so I can get you out of here and hopefully get you feeling good again, get you thinking about where you want to take this journey. Whew. But yeah, Capricorn, it's been a lot of this. It's been a lot, like every reading that I've done, it's been some sort of Six of Swords, Death card, Hanged Man, Judgment, a lot of letting go and transformative energies going down here right now. So, oi. Okay, hold up. Okay, we're keeping that one. Oh, absolutely, Capricorn. You know, make sure that we're protecting our energy at this time. You got the Protect card in reverse here. One thing, you know, make sure that we're being mindful of of just like where we're at on this, in this experience right now. Pay close attention to self, and making sure that we're doing things that are not putting us in a weird vibratory state, as far as like, this could be, you know, watching what we're eating, you know, are we getting enough, you know, I'm thinking with these cups, are we getting enough water in? All these wands, are we taking action? Are we moving the body, you know? What are we listening to? Because that can be another thing too, Capricorn. You know, not that I would ever try to ruin your jam, but if our jam is lowering our vibration, or if we're in it a little too long, music is a very powerful thing, and even what we're watching on TV and stuff, you know, we want to be mindful of these energies. What else we got? Yeah, Capricorn. I feel like some of us might feel like, with this full moon in reverse, that we're not going to get that win, you know, that it just feels like that I don't want to say that it feels like that life is constantly against us, but something along those lines. It feels like maybe that you might not feel like you can get ahead. Capricorn, even with these reversals that pop up, for me, the fact that they even showed up shows that they're there. There is the potential for Wheel of Fortune, for the full moon, for reaping the rewards. But with the full moon, though, it's in order to get the rewards out of this. It's it's the energy that we put into ourselves, and the things that resonate with us, the things that raise our vibrations. That's how we get the rewards from the full moon. But it's just like taking that time and investing that, and again, doing that soul searching, because the lovers is like a divine connection. This is you and higher self here more. And in order to get those rewards here, that connection, it's one that we want to make sure that we're paying attention to those things, because higher self is trying to guide you to your fulfillment, to your Wheel of Fortune. But it's just like, sometimes we gotta tune in more. All right, let's switch back over here, Capricorn. Where are we at? Because last little bit here, I'm gonna talk about this. Because I was about to put it over here. I don't know why I'm all mixed up with the cameras for you, Capricorn. Maybe that's something we're just feeling a little jumbled right now. Maybe we're just kind of feeling all over the place here. Maybe we're not sure, like, how. I'm almost feeling like with this Adorn card, it's like maybe some of us are not even sure like how to feel sometimes. It's like one minute we're feeling okay. Next thing we're feeling hot, kind of upset, maybe pissed off, and then another we're calm again. And maybe your emotions might be kind of ranging the gamut here. Maybe not extreme, maybe like a Cancer, but I mean, why not? I mean, you're the fathers of the zodiac. Fathers can feel emotions too, and I feel like, Capricorn, that maybe, I'm just thinking just after saying that, maybe this is something where I don't even feel like you're afraid to feel, but maybe it's just like letting your feelings be known to others. Maybe you're worried that's going to make you appear weak, or maybe people might think less of you. But Capricorn, for your soul tribe, the people that are around you, of course there's going to be love there. You got the love card in reverse. I feel like that if that's something that you're feeling, Capricorn, I say verify that. If you really think that that's how the people are feel about you, that that they're going to think you're weak for feeling this way, reach out to them. And I bet you that they probably want you. If they've been hanging around you, Capricorn, of course they want to raise your vibration. And then if not, that could be something where we're letting go of some stuff too. This can be, what I'm thinking, honestly, even thinking about this people. Maybe we're thinking about possibly cutting some ties or putting some boundaries up. But if we're around people that are lowering our vibrations, that aren't providing that support, where there's not any kind of reciprocity there, then that may be something too. And that may not even be like where it's like you got to cut people out per se, but this may be a good time too to establish some boundaries. If we're and get understanding, where we're operating from, because Capricorn, that should be nothing but love here, always. And two, make sure that we're pouring love into ourselves. Make that a thing. I've been real big on the affirmations, and a real easy one is I love myself. When you find yourself spiraling, and be aggressive about it. And if we've been finding ourselves in like a down, like a real, kind of maybe in like a low point, I'm not kidding, Capricorn. When it comes to like affirmations are an easy one, as far as like if you just need little pick-me-ups, and really if it's something that if you notice that your thoughts and your emotions feel really aggressive, then then respond with that same amount of aggression. I've downloaded an app. I have it to where it'll alert me to like every day to create a new affirmation. And sometimes I'm good for it. Sometimes it's like inspirations or other things that I see, and I remember a buddy that I had, or a friend in Washington. He would put stuff on his bathroom mirror, just different stuff. And I tell you what, I'd read them sometimes. They pick me up too, because it's just like it's nice when you have it in your face all the time. It gives you a break from your mind because it's just like it gives you something to when you're in that. Oh, you're not crazy. When you're in that cycle or in that spiral, it helps break that up. It puts like a halt in. It's just like, oh my goodness, I was really in it for a second, but now we can throw some love back in it, and everything is just wonderful. So I'm with that, Capricorn. All right, I think I'm going to leave that there. So if something resonated with you, give it a thumbs up, Capricorn. And absolutely share this if you know someone who's resonating with you, or I've just been telling people just to get the awareness out there. You know, people may, however people may feel about astrology or whatnot, that doesn't change the fact that the energies are still happening, and just being aware, just having just the eyes on it, because it makes it so that it doesn't feel like this life is just random, that things are just happening to us. When we learn to work with these energies and we're aware of this stuff, it may not take away from what we're feeling, but it's just like, at least, right, oh, I'm feeling this way. That little Cancer fit that I had, the moon was in Cancer, and when the moon's in Cancer, yes, she's at home, but she's at home, so she's comfortable, so she can be as emotional as she wants, and I bet I was as emotional as she was. But it helps, everything just makes it a little bit, it makes more sense. But yeah, okay, that was the sharing. And then subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell button if you want notifications when I release videos each week. And then social media, it's talking about affirmations and stuff. I'm working with the energies, as far as making social media work for me, because I've been on this app Insight Timer, and we're not working together. It's just a tool that I like working with. I've been on this app Insight Timer, and I created a group. And it's called Zodiac's Raising the Vibration. I have a link on Facebook. I'm still trying to figure out how to get a link on Instagram, and then find out how to get it on YouTube, and maybe find out, maybe create a link or something in the description boxes. So stay tuned for that in the next week or so to come. But the group is already been made, and I plan on making it a point to just every day just to drop random words of encouragement and, positive affirmations, and that's what the space is for, so anyone can join. And, it's a good space too, if we've been wanting to work in some meditation, listen to some healing music, they have all types of stuff, and it's free for you. They have a paid version, of course, but it's totally free. The free version is fantastic. And it's just how I'm connecting with everyone here. So hopefully, if we've been feeling kind of down, let that be a little escape for you as well, just maybe to drop a little, and you don't have to do anything super long, or just whatever, it could be something that you've seen, something you copy from, it doesn't matter, anything to raise the vibration. So that's where I'm at. That's where my social media presence is going. So stay tuned, and hopefully, who knows how it'll evolve from there. I plan on trying to do maybe scheduling different meditation groups or meditation times. It's going to be just opportunities. I'm really excited. And then lastly, if you have any Cancer in your placements, sun, moon, sun, moon, rising, wherever, come check out my channel, The Chariot and Friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We absolutely discuss lunar shenanigans. Oh, did I say that there was a full moon in Virgo on the same day that Saturn's entering Pisces? So there's a lot of big energy going down here, but luckily it's an Earth energy, so hopefully that might lessen things a little bit for you there. But all that housekeeping, come on over if you got the placement, or if you just want to hang out, kick it with mom. But all that housekeeping, wow, Justin, keep it moving, is down in the description box below. I can't believe I said that. Let me get you some. Oh. So you got Cancer's card. You got the Chariot. Come on over. That's epic. And then, oh, I love it. We got the Death card here. We're going to end up on a strong note here, Capricorn. That is fantastic. What are we talking about? The Death card. Okay, so let's get serious. With the Death card, this may feel, even if we're feeling like we don't know where we're, what we're where our life's destiny is taking us right now. We're feeling lost at that degree. Honestly, Capricorn, just that acceptance alone, like I like, what am I here to do? You just become a beacon, you know? The universe hears that kind of stuff. Like, higher self is just like, what you say, Capricorn? You want to know what your destiny is? All right. We're going to start doing this thing. But that's going to require some growth. You know, we're going to take all the old lessons as you're growing here. These trying times that we go through. They're not meant to just keep us down. They're meant to help us grow. We take the wisdom and stuff that we get from these experiences, and those are the fertilizers. We go through like a metaphorical death. But guess what's growing out of this? A mighty tree in Capricorn, you know? Trees take time to grow, but when they grow, man, they're just mighty. And with the Chariot popping up, this is just, I mean, you got some strong major arcanas popping up. This is keeping that momentum, you know. When you really start finding that things that really resonate with you, go out there and get it. Follow that work, but make sure we put in that work, you know, because it's going to be something where it's not going to be, you're going to run into some hurdles, you know, even when we're following like towards our destiny. You're going to meet roadblocks, but it's understanding what lessons are trying to come out from this so that we can keep it moving forward. You know, these two horses, they work in balance. You can't have dark without the light, and vice versa. You know, so that's something where we keep that in mind. And you know, too, Capricorn, I'm glad I thought about this before we end up, and I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't think of this. This isn't just like the end of things. This is brand new beginnings, you know. Go in there confidently. Look at this Chariot. Look at how she's looking. She's excited, and she's got her, go out there with your chest out and ready to conquer this thing. You know, there's going to be some really good changes coming for you, Capricorn. So just, Mom thinks so. I love it, Cancer. That was fantastic. So, all right, Capricorn, I'll get you out of here. But stay safe out there. And really with this energy, you know, stay safe. And if we're having trouble, especially if we're feeling lost right now, raising that vibration. It's me putting your arm around me. You know I got you. You know, I'm not just gonna leave you on the side of the road while I'm on the Chariot. No, bet. We're pulling over. Get on this Chariot, Capricorn. You know I got you. And let that be too, you know, when I was even saying I think I might have mentioned if we felt alone. I may not be able to be there with you physically, but no, I'm there with you spiritually. Higher self and I, we're sending you all the love, all day, Capricorn. So, yeah, stay safe, keep raising vibration. All right. And I will catch you on the next one later.